Hello and welcome to T Money Talks. In this week's episode, T Money's going to talk about what they got for Christmas and anything else they feel like talking about. So, sit back, relax, and enjoy the ride. Hello, and welcome to season 3 of... I'm sorry. Welcome to episode 22 of season 3, the final few episodes of this season. Yes, T Money. T Money Talks is slowly coming to an end, with 30 podcast episodes to come for this season at 22 episodes. Episode number 22, we are slowly coming to the last 10. We're slowly, I feel like I'll get more dramatic about it when we get to the last 5 episodes of T Money Talks, because I am slowly like, I do have a list of things to talk about, but I also feel like I don't want to talk about anything that is on my list, and I'm like, wow, that's my own fault for making a list rather than just doing a podcast episode on that topic when I'm writing it on my phone in my list. It's like, from now on, whenever I get more podcast ideas, and as long as I'm at home and I'm not doing anything or I'm not out, I will, instead of writing, let me write that down for a podcast episode, I will instead bust out my program, my laptop, my mic, and just record the episode so that I could use it for a filler episode for season 4. And then I could start piling up all the filler episodes for season 4, and I could have more than 4. I want to have like 5 filler episodes, because I feel like that would be a good amount of episodes to have. But I feel like doing the 4, it was pretty good. I feel like it was successful, although I do wish I had more, because life happens, and sometimes I just don't have topics, or I don't feel like talking about things I have on my list of topics for podcast episodes. But that's nor here nor there. That is not your issue. That is all T Money's fault. I just think, this is a good idea, I should do this, and then I do it. Sorry, I'm trying to... My stupid chair. I can't adjust this microphone correctly, and I'm just trying to get it to where it could be leveled enough in the microphone that I'm just at a good volume the entire time. But it's a little hard right now because this mic stand, I feel like maybe I'm just not twisting it hard enough to make the mic stay at the angle that I want it to. That's a very real possibility of the issue I'm currently having. Or it could just be that it's just old and it's slowly falling. I don't know. I hope it's the first one, because boy, do I not want to buy another mic clip. But I could also just put my mic a different way too, or use my handheld strictly for the podcast. Who knows? I don't know. These are just T Money Talks thoughts, This is the little spiel before we dive right into the things that I got for Christmas. And the reason why I don't want to dive right into it is because I didn't get a lot for Christmas, and I don't say that in a way that like, I'm ungrateful or anything. I'm just like, if I start right here right now and we talk about the Christmas gifts, the podcast is going to be over in like 10 minutes. So I'm just going to get my little zoomies out now at the beginning and then leave you guys with some good stuff at the end. But either way, I feel like these last 10 episodes of T Money Talks are going to be a little bit... what's the word I'm looking for? I'm gonna kind of be planning out, or just kind of talking my plans for season 4 and filler episodes and just things to come, because I have big plans for 2023, and plans by mean releasing more music, doing more music videos, and just working on more on my music in general, while also trying to work on the podcast as well, because I want to do filler episodes more during the 5 or 6 month hiatus that Tea Money Talks is going to take once the podcast ends. Oh man, that's another thing I gotta think about, is when Tea Money Talks is coming back. And I have not thought about that yet. I mean, Tea Money Talks usually always comes back in August. But yeah, that's something I have to think about, is when Tea Money Talks will come back. Because I know in season 2, I was considering bringing season 3 back in September, so I could have a full 6-month break. And maybe I might do that for season 4, because I know one of the main goals for Tea Money Talks was to eventually hit 30 podcast episodes. And after I would hit 30 podcast episodes, well, I'm not really sure what I would do after that. If I would just continue with Tea Money Talks for season 4, or I have no idea how long I'm going to keep doing Tea Money Talks. So yeah, that's more things I have to think about. But at the same time, because Tea Money Talks is growing, I have gained new listeners. I have people interested in this podcast. I know I shouldn't not come back for a season 4, because I think that would just be dumb and a little bit, I feel like, upsetting for those of you who are invested in this podcast, who are invested in Tea Money Talks, who are a weekly listener, who listens to the podcast every week when it drops. You know, I appreciate you very much for being that person. And it's because of you that I'm going to continue making Tea Money Talks for a 4th season. When will it return? Well, we'll discuss that on the season finale, as we always do. So, I am no longer going to discuss my plans for season 4 of Tea Money Talks. I am now going to just tell you all about the things that I got for Christmas this year. I must say, although it was not a lot, I am very, very grateful for everything that I did get anyways. So let me tell you what I got. So, my cousin, she got me probably one of the greatest gifts you could ever get someone. She got me a 48 pack of fruit by the foot. And for those of you who don't know what fruit by the foot are, you probably do. Just Google search fruit by the foot and you'll be able to find fruit by the foot. I'm more than positive you know what I'm talking about. But anyways, yes, she got me a 48 count box variety pack for me, and it's also the good flavors. It's blue raspberry, blue, or the tropical tie-dye, and then I'm not a fan of the normal strawberry fruit roll-ups. But with this one, it's like a strawberry splash. And so I'm like, what's a splash? Is it like, you're telling me it's just like a splash of strawberry? Like, it's not a full, like, this tastes fake kind of strawberry, like your normal strawberry? Or is it genuinely a splash of strawberry? I haven't tried it yet. I also don't know if it's just a completely different flavor. However, though, I do know the blue raspberry fruit by the foot have become my favorite. They taste like you're eating a candy. Like, it doesn't even taste like a fruit roll-up. Like, fruit by the foots. So, I mean, I guess, of course, they have artificial flavors and all that stuff, but these ones, they're just different. The box also says made with real fruit. I don't know if that's true or not. But either way, 10 out of 10, it was a great gift because that is going to feed me. I have snacks now on deck in my room. It is exciting. I got fruit by the foot. I got candies. I got saltines. It's a nice time in Tea Money Talks' room. Now, yes, it is. On to the next gift. Mr. Jer purchased me a bucket hat, but not just any bucket hat. No. You see, this bucket hat has smiley face. You could say the emojis type smiley face. You could say an old Walmart brand smiley face, but just a little orange circle with 2 dots and a smile. And the hat is also furry, so it's got that like furred texture to the hat. The hat just looks warm and stylish, and the fact that it's a bucket hat just makes it that much better. And I love it. I truly do. I feel when I put that smiling furry bucket hat on my head, I just feel a little bit more powerful. I feel a little bit more confident. I feel a little bit more like, I don't even know what to say. I just feel like if I were to wear that hat to work, I would be able to be like, yes, I am the manager. What is your issue? Because you are probably wrong. Oh yeah, that's how that makes me feel. So Jared definitely, he did good on this gift. And the thing is, he also said he was worried that I would, well, not worried. He knew I would either hate the hat or that I would extremely love the hat. And I extremely love this hat. Like, this is a great hat. It's a good hat. I can't wait to wear it more often. I'm going to plan fits for it. It's going to be a vibe. It's definitely going to be a vibe. That was the other gift. Now, let's move on to what... Well, I guess, well, no, okay, we'll save my girlfriend's gift for last because that gift involves future episodes to come. So now let's move on to the gift that my besties and my aunt gave me. They usually always gift me shirts or like some type of clothing for Christmas, and I do appreciate it because usually by the end of the year, I have either thrown out shirts, stopped being excited about certain shirts I have, or just felt like I've needed a change in wardrobe. And my besties and aunt, my besties and cousin and aunt, they all always get me the best stuff. This year they got me 2 shirts, a Rugrats shirt and a SpongeBob shirt. The SpongeBob shirt I am in love with. I cannot wait to wear. The Rugrats shirt, it looks a little small. I am a bit worried, but I'm still excited to wear it too. And not only did they get me 2 shirts, but they also got me a fanny pack, it has 2 speakers in the front pocket. It is Bluetooth. A Bluetooth speaker playing fanny pack is what they got me, and I am in love with it. The sound quality is amazing. You get 3 hours of charge time, which isn't bad because I feel like I would use the bag for roller skating anyways. And 3 hours... I usually don't skate over 3 hours. Unless I was in a rink by myself, I could definitely skate for at least 2 hours, but 3 definitely would be my max. So for it to last for 3 hours, I'm like, no, this is the perfect skating bag, and it is amazing. I love it. It's also like rainbow tie-dye, and that's also... I think what makes it really cool. I really like it. And it is a I just, good stuff. And for the next gift, it was from my mother. She purchased a Steadicam for me. It's easy. I figured out how to assemble it. However, I know the most hardest part that is going to happen is trying to balance the camera. Trying to balance the thing, because after I put it together, I tried to balance it, but I was like, oh no, this is gonna take a while. I may or may not have to remove weights, or if not one weight, or if all of the weights, I don't know what I'm gonna do, how to balance it, but I gotta figure that out. And I feel like I don't know how excited I am about it, only before that reason, but I know once I do figure it out and I get it balanced properly, I'm gonna be so excited, and I just cannot wait to get to using it, and I just hope it's a smooth process trying to figure it all out. And now we move on to the final gift. The gift from my girlfriend. This one I was most excited about because I knew what she was getting me. This year I was like, I don't want to try to decide what you may want or need or like. I was like, I don't want to get you something that you're not going to use or you're not going to like. So for just this year, tell me exactly what it is you want, and I'll do the same for you, so we don't have to stress out about what we get each other. And so I told her I wanted an ambient pedal, an ambient reverb pedal. And so I went on Amazon, I went searching for reverb pedals, and I found one. And so then I slowly started researching it. I was watching YouTube videos, hearing people use it and all this stuff, and I just fell in love with it. The only issue was it was like either $60 or $80. That was like the range. And so I was like, I'm sorry, but no, that's just too much money. I can't have you do that. Because I was like, if you do that, then I have to get you something of equal value. And I was like, not because I was like, oh, you can't spend that much money on me or anything like that. No, only because I was like, to me, it's only fair. If you're going to spend however much money on me, I should spend that same amount of money on you, because it's like, this isn't equal. This is equal and fair and share and yeah, and all that jazz. And yeah, anyway, so she told me what she wanted and all that stuff, and that's how that turned out. And then finally the day came, Christmas Eve, where I was like, because since I knew I was getting this pedal, I've just been patiently waiting to unwrap this gift and try it out and test it and just give it a whirl. And so now Christmas comes and I finally get to try it. So excited. The day I was tired, it was a long day on Christmas Eve, but I was just still so excited about that pedal that even though I was tired, I did give it a try. And it was just, I'm very excited to use that pedal because I'm going to be using the ambient reverb pedal for some possible T-Money Talks episodes. I'm going to try to vibe out and play some relaxing ambient music for you guys while also talking, kind of like the piano playing meditative episodes. I may also bring back those before we end the season as well, because after all, this is episode 22. We have like 7 or 8, I don't know how many episodes we have left, but we're close down to the end, so expect at least one meditative episode. I do apologize that there wasn't more than one this season. I'm gonna hopefully there is more than one, but if not, I do apologize for that. And I also do apologize that it's coming in at the end. It's just that I know I want to try to do an episode with my reverb pedal, so for that reason the meditation stuff had to come at the end. Also because I never felt like the call to do a meditative piano playing episode, and usually I only do those when I get the call, when I get the vibes, when I get the feelings that I should, and I haven't gotten that lately. And although there has been times where like, yeah, I want to, I'm like, deep down, I'm like, do you though? And I'm like, I don't know, and that's why I don't do it. But with the with the ambient reverb pedal, I absolutely do want to try that out for a podcast episode. So I am excited for that to come. Hopefully more music episodes to come. Maybe I'm gonna try to do an episode off my list of things because I'm pretty tired today and I'm just like, I don't really know what to do. I don't have much to say. I was like, I haven't really truly gotten the time to test my ambient I did try it, but I didn't really get to like connect with it, and I feel like that's what's gonna happen on the podcast. So when I do the ambient reverb pedal, it may be capturing the moment that I connect with that reverb pedal, and it may be a good time, it may be a bad time, but nonetheless, it will be a time. So get excited. I know I am. Oh, I thought I heard someone talking outside, and then I looked up. I'm like, oh, it's just SZA singing. Because I have music on in the background. But yeah, that's all the things that I got for Christmas. I hope you all got lovely and great things for Christmas this year as well. I hope you got everything that you asked Santa Claus for, or whoever it is who is gifting you things, or even if it was to yourself. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you got it. I hope you're using it. I hope you're having fun with it. Sorry, T-Money is tired. That's the other thing. I'm recording this on a Monday. Honest, only because I feel like I want to try. I wanted to test out recording T-Money Talks on a Monday night and editing it on a Tuesday, so it's prepared for Wednesday, because I'm like, I usually don't ever do anything on Sundays because I'm like, no, I have my podcast episode and I'm like, I gotta be home by a certain time. So if I do stuff, it's not an all day thing because I got, again, T Money Talks at night, and I'm just like, why do I want to take my Sunday away from myself? You know, I'm already working Monday through Friday on my music and TikTok and all of that stuff, and then on Saturday and Fridays and Saturdays I usually work anyway, so it's like, why am I taking I mean, yes, it's good to have Sundays as my relaxation days, but at the same time, if I'm only relaxing and never really going out and doing anything, am I truly enjoying myself? And that's the questions I am pondering today, which is why here we are on a Monday. Sorry, I was gonna say something and then I was just like, no, do not go there. And so I had to just take my mind away from there. And yeah, but I forgot what I was talking about. Oh yeah, about recording on a Monday. Yeah, so I'm testing out recording on a Monday and editing on Tuesdays. I think it'll be more structurally better for me because on Mondays are when I start making TikToks or just focusing on music or like getting stuff that I need to get done. I usually don't start doing work until Monday. And so I'm like, well, why would I do my podcast on Sunday nights? And even though it's Sunday nights, it's still by like 10. I do it by 9 or 10, you know? So it's like, I don't really know if I want to keep doing that. I'd rather do that on Monday when it's like, okay, I've already had work. I could talk about the previous week or one of the things that I have on the list for my phone, because that's why I wrote them down. But anyways, we talked about that in the beginning. And yeah, I think I'm just rambling now because I finished talking about all my Christmas gifts and now I feel like I'm just talking to talk and to meet that 30-minute mark. And now that I realize that's what I'm doing, I'm going to stop myself from doing that because this podcast episode just is not going to be very long, and I do apologize for that. I know T Money has been lagging on the length of these episodes, and I'm really hoping that in season 4 I can go back to 30. I don't know if I want to go back to 40-minute episodes. I feel like I would want to reach for at least 30 to 35 minutes, I think, is what I would like to aim for in season 4, only because in season 1 doing 40-minute episodes was really hard to talk for that long, and I feel like 30 to 35 minutes is a good time, unless I have a special guest, of course. In that case, I will go on for at least 40 minutes because that's a good amount of time to have with a guest. But since I'd not got a guest or a host, I'm not gonna do the most, and I'm just gonna start shutting down the podcasts sooner, unless I got a topic, in which case it would have to reach 30 to 35 minutes for me to be like, okay, that's reasonable, that's a good episode. Anyways, I'm doing it again. I'm honestly just repeating myself, and I'm so sorry for doing that. So because I know I'm just going to repeat myself all over again, and I don't want to do that to you guys, I just want to say thank you all for listening. I hope you all had a wonderful Christmas. I hope you have a great morning, afternoon, evening, night, whatever it is, wherever you are in the world. I hope you are doing okay. T Money loves you, and New Year's is coming up, and I believe I won't be seeing you guys until next year. Let me double check that. I don't yet. Yeah, this is the last podcast episode of T Money Talks for the year of 2022. I don't know why I was gonna say season again. But anyways, yes, I hope you all have a very lovely and safe New Year's Eve. I hope you all get to celebrate and ring in the new year just the right way. So until next week, guys, this is T Money saying live your life because you are the only one who gets it. All right, bye.